All right, so this is your boy, man, Mike, with you another NFL Atlanta Falcons video for the topic at hand. All right, so obviously we know the Atlanta Falcons have been under a lot of scrutiny. The Falcons are 3-7, not looking good. The season is all likely over as far as the making the playoffs concerned. Anything is possible, but at this point, like I said, going on a long streak with Kirk Cousins at the helm, obviously because Michael Penix is out for the year with a torn ACL. It is a partially torn ACL, but he's going to need complete reconstructive surgery, which is going to keep him out for a lot of 2026. And it is likely that the Atlanta Falcons are going to have to search for a new quarterback or quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins may indeed be out for the Atlanta Falcons. I personally don't think he wants to stay with the Atlanta Falcons, especially if he's not getting a huge payday. I don't foresee Kirk Cousins foregoing $30-40 million unless he doesn't have any other choice but to stay with the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons feel as though that he is the best candidate for them at this particular moment in terms of winning. The Atlanta Falcons could decide whether or not, the biggest story of them all this year is what's going to happen with this Atlanta Falcons coaching staff, starting with Raheem Morris, and whether or not he is the guy. Now, we've had several sources, media outlets, 92.9 The Game. You have 6A The Defend, Locked On Falcons, Locked On Sports. Like we've heard it all. And a lot of people are coming to the conclusion that the Atlanta Falcons fan base is just they over Raheem in this regime. Not only Raheem Morris in this regime, but the guy that's on the screen right now, Mr. Blank. There are some questions on whether or not, is it time for him to reboot? Now, I put this tweet on the screen from Mr. D. Orlando Ledbetter. And the question I have for you guys, and you guys can hit that subscribe button if you're new, and if you haven't already, even if you believe that you have, just check it a second time just to hit that subscribe button so you guys will not miss any of my videos, because I know a lot of times YouTube be tripping and a lot of times you guys think that you are subscribed, but you may not be subscribed, so check that. But a lot of people are thinking that is it time for a massive Falcons franchise reboot, because there's been 8 consecutive losing seasons, which would be the tie for the franchise record. And this is the time and the dark ages of the Atlanta Falcons. Let's keep it real. We got to keep it real. I love Mr. Blank. I love what the Atlanta Falcons, I love what he's done with the Atlanta Falcons and just around the city. Like, you can't ask for a better owner. But at the end of the day, he and Rich McKay, the CEO, the president, the chief operating officer, executive officer, and Rich McKay, it's not working. It's not working. 2 years straight. We're talking about 8 consecutive losing seasons would be a franchise record. Okay? So my thing is, if this is the case, where the Atlanta Falcons continue to lose, is it time to rebuild and bring in new guys? And the answer for that, me personally, hell yeah, it is. You can't continue as a fan base and as an organization ignore the obvious. The Falcons are not good. They made so many different changes, whether it's trading Matt Ryan, and a controversial topic, and whether or not they was going to bring in, Deshaun Watson, was that serious? Was it not? Julio Jones, the Roddy White, it's been a lot of controversy considering these guys. And at the end of the day, man, it's like, is it time to reboot? It may be that time, guys. It may be that time to just start over and do something else. Because at the end of the day, man, it's like, for me personally, looking at Rich McKay, I'm getting sick to my stomach. I'm getting sick to my stomach even looking at this dude right now. I'm getting sick to my stomach every time we go to the Benz. Yeah, we get hyped up. We bring in all the Jesus, the T.I.s, the Ludacris. We bring in everybody. But we end up losing. Who the hell wants to sit around and lose all the damn time? Nobody wants to sue. We want to see progress. And we're not getting progress. We're bringing in players. We brought in a quarterback. And Kirk Cousins paid him $100 million just to go straight into the gutter. Straight into the absolute trash. We draft a young quarterback just for him to turn around and tear an ACL for a third time. Our decision making for this franchise has been complete and utter garbage. And at the end of the day, I don't know how many people are going to continue to sit around and hope and lie to ourselves, because that's exactly what we're doing. If we were being honest, we lie to ourselves that it's going to get better, that it is better. Rich McKay just ain't it. He's not it. For a guy that has been in the league, he's an NFL executive, head of the competition committee, and here we go as the Atlanta Falcons. We can't even fucking compete. Talking about a guy in competition committee. We can't fucking compete, and we looking at this dude in these interviews, and he's saying he's not involved, and he's not as involved in day-to-day operations. It's like, at the end of the day, bro, it's like, this is honest and truth. It not working. Maybe they have to get younger. I don't know what the case is. Maybe they have to get more experience. But Rich McKay, Arthur Blank, I don't know what it is. Maybe Greg Beatles need to be a little bit more involved, less involved, whatever the answer is. I don't know. All I know is the three guys, the Greg Beatles, Rich McKay, Arthur Blank, it ain't working right now. And fans do not want to continue to spend their hard-earned money, because it is hard-earned money, just to turn around and get your ass stomped out by 30 by the Carolina Panthers and then have another franchise record. Okay, this dude had a franchise record against us. Okay, Bryce Young had a franchise record in passing yards against the Atlanta Falcons. He broke Cam Newton's record. And here we up here talking about, man, I hope we fire. This is the trust. We're sitting up here hoping that the Atlanta Falcons fire Raheem, because we know that Mr. Blank does indeed love the people that's close to him. He appreciates what they've done, but at the end of the day, we don't even have confidence in him to do the right thing, and that's fire people that's not getting the job done. You let go of Matt Ryan, you let go of Julio, you let go of Roddy White, you let go of Dan Quinn, but at the end of the day, we still don't know if it's because this Rich McKay got a stranglehold around you, that we can't even look at you in the eye and say, yeah, he's going to do the right thing and fire everybody. This is what we're dealing with the Atlanta Falcons. This is what we're dealing with Rich McKay, Mr. Blank. The loss of trust. We have no trust in the franchise, the front office, the player. I wouldn't necessarily say the players as much, but definitely the coaching staff. We have no hope. We have no trust that they're going to get it right, and they can get it right. And I think that's the thing that we need to keep an eye on. And all of this was because it was after the fact that we went to a Super Bowl. All of this was after we've gone to a Super Bowl. The hopes and dreams have went right back into the trash. You go to the Super Bowl and you go right back into the dumpster, right back into the sewer. The Falcons have not done it and not been to the playoffs since and that's the thing that we're looking at as a franchise and we're looking at as a fan base. And we have to be honest. It's time for Rich McKay to be gone. It's time for Mr. Blank to make a change. Make that change. You got to make that change. So at the end of the day, that's what the Atlanta Falcons are dealing with right now. You got to make a change. And until the Falcons make the change, I can't see why the fans would trust them. I have no idea why the Falcons should be trusted at this moment. Make the change, fire everybody, get rid of everybody. But that's just my take, man. Like I said, you guys continue to support your boy, Mad Mike here. Mad Mike Sports, Mad Mike Network, 6MK, Jew Talk Sports, Coach Unchained. Like I said, show everybody some love, man. And that's the bottom line. Because Mad Mike said so.